Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a review and first impression of the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation. This has been out for absolutely ages. Like, I'm sure you've probably seen about 1 million reviews on this at this point. It's one that I've never tried, and I have been kind of eyeing it up for ages. I'm generally a big fan of Maybelline foundations. Super affordable and actually really good quality for the most part. It's one that I've just wanted to try, and here we are today. So this costs £7.99. I got it from Boots and it comes in a amazing 22 shades, which I think for a drugstore brand, and I think for a foundation that costs £7.99, for them to produce it in 22 shades, I think is commendable. I think it's absolutely fantastic. They have recently kind of rejigged the whole design of this, so this packaging is kind of updated. It kind of confused me. I was thinking, is it a completely new product? But no, they were just having us on. They were just messing about, saying no, it's not new. But that's definitely what we were trying to do. But no, I don't think they will. But I do, in a way. I think they thought if we change the packaging, people will think it's new. I don't know. Am I just cynical? I'm probably just cynical. Now, this isn't a 100% like first impression, because I've worn this foundation once, but I only had it on for a couple of hours before taking it off. So, and that was about a month ago now. So even though it's not an absolute first impression, it kind of is, but not really. Do you know what I mean? So the description of this foundation is: Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation is liquid makeup sensation for an airbrush radiant finish. The air whipped formula. What's air whipped? What is air whipped? What does that actually mean? It should just say this whipped formula, because surely if you're whipping anything anyway, it's air whipped, because there's always air present. Unless they do it in like a vacuum, but that sounds very like high tech. Anyway, this air whipped formula contains hyaluronic acid and gives the lightness of a mousse in a smooth liquid foundation. Luxurious yet light to touch, your skin will feel hydrated and smooth for a luxurious dewy finish and a radiant healthy looking glow. This foundation gives a medium coverage that is flawless, seamless, smooth and subtly luminous. This does also have SPF in it, and I've got it in the shade 04 Light Porcelain. This is what it looks like. It's definitely got pink undertones, so if you're a pink undertone kind of girl, then Light Porcelain could maybe be the one for you. I'm going to apply this today with a sponge because none of my brushes are clean. Generally, I don't use brushes. I know a lot of people do, so I apologise, you know, if you would prefer to see it go on with a brush. So at the moment, I do have a couple of breakouts. My skin is just a little bit troublesome at the moment. Not just at the moment, it has been for the past few months. You know, we're just trying to work with it and do the best that we can do. The shade looks pretty perfect, which is great. And it definitely is looking fairly kind of radiant, which is nice. Look, I've got this bad boy spot down here. Just pop a little bit on there. And then watch this. My sponge is just going to eat up all that foundation. Look. Okay, so it's not doing the best job. Sorry, I know you're probably sat there having your breakfast thinking, Amwin, I do not want to see a close-up of your massive spot on your chin. Look, can you see it's not doing a great job in actually kind of covering that redness up? It's definitely got a really beautiful finish to it. It is kind of radiant, but natural at the same time. Like, it's not super like oily looking. You know, sometimes with radiant foundations they can be a tad like, oh whoa, I put way too much on there. Shania Twain. Okay, so I'm just now seeing if I can kind of build it up a little bit.
I've only got one eyebrow done, and it's not even finished. But look, this eyebrow I started, but then there was an incident in the garden with water bombs. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but there was an incident, and I forgot about my other eyebrow.
Okay, so it is applied. It feels a tad bit kind of oily. Also, it's gone a bit funny, like hair. Like, I don't know what has taken place down there. This morning I put on like a little targeted spot treatment, you know, on this spot. And it seems to have made the foundation just go on extremely strangely. Look, it's kind of, I don't know, it bobbled off all the way down my neck. I'm loving the finish of the foundation. It's definitely glowy and radiant. I did kind of build it up a little bit to get more coverage because I feel like it was more of like I'd say a good light coverage as opposed to like medium. I'd say you can very easily kind of build it up and get a good medium coverage without it looking cakey. I have oily skin and I do feel like I'm gonna have to lock this down in place because already I kind of feel like I am looking actually a little bit shiny right now. Like, I think there's a super fine line between dewy and just like downright shiny. And I do feel like I'm, you know, just standing on that line, you know, veering over towards Shiny Town. Hello there. So it's a few days later. I have thoroughly been testing out this foundation and I'm actually very impressed with it. I don't necessarily think it's my favourite foundation. It's not like a, you know, special occasion kind of foundation, but for an everyday, you know, just slap it on and feel confident that it's going to last well throughout the day. It's not, you know, go crazy up on your face. It's really, really good. One thing that I was quite surprised about was that it's definitely not as dewy or as radiant as the description would lead you to believe. It actually has more of what I would describe as a natural finish. So it's not a matte, it's not dewy, it's somewhere in the middle. It just makes your skin look a bit better than usual. It doesn't make your skin look matte, it doesn't make your skin look dewy, it just makes your skin look like skin but covers up imperfections. I would call this a kind of a basic foundation, and I know that that probably sounds really patronizing to the foundation, but I don't mean it in a bad way. For me, I think everyone needs a basic foundation, you know, for when you just go to the office, so you just put on your basic foundation. So I've had it on today for around 5 or 6 hours so far. I have been running about a busy office and I mean, it's not looking great, but then my face in general is not looking great. I definitely would say this is a almost medium coverage. Sorry, I'm not being very specific today. It fits into the category of a light to medium, but I kind of like that. I'm not one, how old am I? 80. I'm not one for like a full coverage because I just think my skin can't get away with a full coverage foundation these days. I feel like you can definitely see my pores quite a lot, but I feel like that's just because I've had the foundation on for a good few hours and it's kind of settled into my skin. I would definitely say if you've got oily skin, try this foundation. If you're interested, if you've got dry skin, give it a go. My skin hasn't felt dry whilst I've had it on my face, so I don't think it would like bother you if you do have dry skin. I also think that the shade is perfect for my skin tone, and it's really, really rare to find a perfect shade, particularly in like, you know, drugstore foundations where usually there are kind of quite minimal shade options. So I commend Maybelline for producing this foundation in like 22 shades. I think it's brilliant. Didn't have any other problems with the foundation. It didn't break me out. It didn't do anything crazy on my skin. It's not my favourite Maybelline foundation. My favourite Maybelline foundation is definitely the Superstay 24 Hour. I just think that is such a fine fecking foundation. It's got a really good coverage to it. It's got a beautiful kind of matte but not flat matte finish. It's sensational. That's the foundation that I would definitely recommend you try. However, if you've not tried the Satin foundation, I wouldn't in any way dissuade you from giving it a go. Also, I do need to apologise because I was editing the first part of this video last night. I've just got iMovie, so there's a lot of transitions. You will have seen them. You will have maybe heard the sound effects. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm just having so much fun at the moment experimenting and playing around with iMovie. There's so many options, like literally so many options. Please could you let me know, do you like the transitions? Do you like me messing about a bit more with the editing. Is that something that you're into, or is it just annoying? I just don't know, but I'm loving playing around. But if you don't like it, I'll just play around in my own time, you know what I mean? Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're having a fabulous day whatever you're doing. I'm smack bang in the middle of the office move right now, so I do apologise if I'm slow at replying to any comments. I just hope that I never have to move office again, is what I will say. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. What am I doing? I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with more.